here's all my custom locomotives from Minecraft. First, a lot of these were built by, a lot of my locomotives in my yard were built by Craftyfoxe tutorials, but some of my custom ones are based off of Craftyfoxe's designs. This one in particular is not, really. So first we got, that sign means nothing. Originally this was a Norfolk Southern GB38, I think, but then I failed building it, so I blew it up, and I turned it into this thing, which is just an abomination. It's nothing. So we'll just move on to the next locomotive. The next locomotive is a bit strange as well. It's right here. It's an Amtrak like GB30, GB40. It's supposed to be based off of like their passenger GB40s they had, but it was made out of a GB35, so it's not very accurate at all. It does have an interior. Okay. Next we have it's way over here. First of all, that CSX CSX caboose is custom, but it's this Amtrak -8 and the Phase 4 paint scheme. This is the first one that's actually somewhat accurate. It's got an interior as well. Okay, so first the Amtrak GB40 had a Nathan K5LA first generation. This one has one too. The Amtrak one had an EMD steel. The Amtrak GB40 had an EMD steel bell. This has a GE steel bell, an older style one in Jap for the dash dates. And then we have our next custom locomotive is the Amtrak F7A and F7B. It has an interior. The engine is so the bell is like a brown style bell, and the horn is a Nathan P5 old cast. And then we have up next, this is where it gets weird. Way over here, we've got my Burlington Northern. This is the next one, Burlington Northern C30-7. It's a General Electric locomotive. We have GE steel bell, old style one, and Leslie Ars3L. Then next we have Burlington Northern SD40-2. Both these are not accurate at all, but here's the SD40-2 with the EMB steel bell and Leslie Ars3K. Here's just some random Amtrak switcher. Random Amtrak switcher. Nothing really special about this. We have, it's supposed to be an Amtrak GB38H-3, but it's not very accurate at all. But for the interior, it's got an EMD steel bell and Nathan P5 old cast horn. I don't think that's very accurate though. Up next we got, way over here, our next custom locomotive is this Union Pacific ND15 AC switcher. It's pretty good. I based it off the CSX one. This is not a very great one, but this is a Grand Trunk Western GP9R, except it's not really based off of GP9R at all. I kind of just made it. Our next custom locomotive, it's way over here. It's this V-Rail F40PH. I made it out of the Florida Fun Train F40PH. It's got the Transtronic E-Bell and then Nathan K3L. And then next we've got the Amtrak P40 UBC. I made this before Craftyfoxe made the video about it. I based it off his one like Amtrak, like the one where it crashes into the truck. Based it off of that. Next we got this Southern Pacific AC 4400 CW. It's got GE steel bell, newer version, and it's got the Nathan P3 horn. Next we have a British Columbia Railway C44-9WL. It's got a GE steel bell and a Nathan K5L horn. Up next, our next custom locomotive is, honestly, I don't think there's one in this row. So our next one would be in this row. It's this chassis system SD40-2. It's a Western Maryland one. I made it out of the CSX one. It's pretty decently accurate. It's got an MD steel bell, a Nathan K5LA. It's a first generation. I think so. I don't know if there's any other custom ones in this row, but I'll check just to make sure. There are not. Next, we have these two Amtrak F40PHs in phase 4 paint. We have the one where it has the silver roof. None of these have interiors, by the way. Silver roof, and we have the one that has the black roof. They're pretty good, I guess. Up next, we got this Conrail C40-9, the C40-8W. It's got a GE steel bell, a Leslie RS3L, and then next we've got my favorite one out of them all, Canadian National GP40-2W, based on the CSX GP40. It's got the MD steel bell with a command block. We've got the Nathan K3L horn. Next we have a BNSF-9 in the Heritage 3 paint. It's got a GE steel bell and the Nathan K3LA horn. And then up next, I'm honestly not sure what's next. I don't think there's a custom one in the front. It's a New Jersey Transit GP40 FH-2. I think that's what it's called. Yep. It's got interior, bell, steel bell, and it's got a Nathan K5 LA first generation. Our next custom locomotive would have to be this one. It's technically custom. It's a patch version of the Chicago Northwestern AC 4400 CW. This is number 6706, which is the last Union Pacific patch Chicago Northwestern AC 4400 CW. Still in the original C&W paint. Up next we have our Conrail SD80 Mac, which was patched by CSX. Yeah, nothing really. I guess it has an interior. It's got the EMD steel bell and Leslie RS3 horn. Up next, this whole row has a lot of customs. So, first custom in this row is this one that's based off of the fictional Tyco Silver Streak locomotive, which is a HO scale locomotive made by Tyco. It's got no interior. Up next, we got this Santa Fe -9, painted in the war bonnet paint. We've got the GE steel bell, Leslie RS3 horn. Up next, we've got the Norfolk Southern C40-9W with the EMD steel bell and the Nathan K5LA first generation horn, and it's got the original paint without the white at the top. Up next we have the British Columbia Railway BC Rail C44-9W. It's got the weird windows and the dual ditch lights and the bell on top. It's got the GE steel bell and the Nathan K5L. Up next we've got a BCOL British Columbia Railway M420 made by MLW. It's got it's just got a bronze bell and a Nathan K5L horn. Next we've got the BC Rail GE C40-8M. On top here, it's got the GE steel bell, fast one, and it's got Nathan K5L horn. Next we've got the PNSF -9 in the Heritage 1 paint. It's got a GE steel bell and a Leslie R. steel horn. Up next, we've got, let me just speed this up. Up next, we've got New Jersey Transit ALP44 electric locomotive. It's got a bronze bell and a Nathan K5LA horn, first generation. We've got a custom diner car here. And even though it's not custom, I'll still show you the inside of the cab car because I think it's pretty cool. And I'll show the cab as well, which has a EMD steel bell and a Nathan K5LA horn. I think it's first generation. We've got an Amtrak F40PH, a more detailed version, phase 3 paint, so it does not have an interior. Up next, this whole row is just custom. We've got a Santa Fe SD40-2 in the yellow bonnet paint. It's got the EMD steel bell and the Leslie R. steel horn. Up next, we've got a Union Pacific C44-9W with the GE steel bell and the Nathan K3LA horn. Up next, we've got the CSX C40-8 in the stealth paint. It's got a GE steel bell, the old -8 style, and a Nathan K5L horn. Up next, we've got a Union Pacific C40-8. It's got the GE steel bell, the old style one, and it's got a Nathan K3LA horn. It's in the old paint without the wings on the front. Up next, we got a Canadian National C44-9W. It's an Illinois Central version. It's got the CN.ca thing down here, and it's got a GE steel bell and a Nathan K3L horn. Up next, we've got, so last one, CN Canadian National C44-9WL in the CN North America paint, and it's got a GE steel bell, fast one, and it's got a Nathan K3L horn. Well, those are all my custom locomotives for now. Hope you enjoyed. Some of them were based off of Craftyfoxe's designs, but some of them I made on my own. Like, for example, this MLW M420, which I didn't base off anything, I just based off some pictures. Well, bye. See you some other time.